Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to our brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be primarily based on this 6.0 magnitude earthquake that got reported, which, hey man, there's just more and more earthquakes happening throughout the world, just as the men of the Lord have been prophesying according to the scriptures. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and Lord's will, you're edified. It says a 6.0 magnitude earthquake was reported in Tonga on Sunday, May 25th, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered near Ohanua at a depth of 11.6 kilometers. The USGS said it received 3 reports of people having felt the earthquake at the time of publication. The Tonga earthquake was reported 2 days after a 5.2 magnitude earthquake was reported in Alaska on Friday, May 23rd, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered near Akutan at a depth of 10 kilometers. The Alaska earthquake was reported hours after a 6.2 magnitude earthquake was reported in Greece on Thursday, May 22nd, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered near Elunda at a depth of 64 kilometers. The Greece earthquake was reported days after a 4.2 magnitude earthquake was reported in Hawaii on Tuesday, May 20th, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered along Pahala at a depth of 32.4 kilometers. The Hawaii earthquake was reported hours after a 6.4 magnitude earthquake was reported in Papua New Guinea on Tuesday, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered along Angaram at a depth of 10 kilometers. The Papua New Guinea earthquake was reported days after a 4.9 magnitude earthquake was reported in Alaska on Saturday, May 17th, according to the United States Geological Survey. The earthquake was centered along Sand Point at a depth of 35 kilometers. Yeah, so you see, the Lord, He's just dishing them out, just sending out these earthquakes left and right. Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahweh of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm, and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And clearly the Heavenly Father is visiting the world with these earthquakes, and just earthquakes just popping up all over the place. Matthew 24:7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. And when you look up the definition of diverse, it means many or multiple. And clearly there are earthquakes happening in many and in multiple places. That's why we keep saying there is no getting around these scriptures. The scriptures say something's going to happen, and that's exactly what ends up happening. You can't get around it. You can't get away from it. And that's what people keep trying to do. They keep trying to escape the scriptures, and you can't, because you can't escape the Lord. Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then, and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass which I have told thee before. Verse 2, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And clearly the Lord is visiting this world. In particular with these earthquakes. but also with storms and tempests and fires. Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, which there are plenty of earthquakes and uproars of the people in the form of protests, because the world is going to hell in a handbasket, and people are upset regardless of where in the world they dwell. Verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Salakia says, verse 4, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Verse 6, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings, in wonder and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. And these earthquakes, as well as the fires, the storms and tempests, the volcano eruptions, and many other events that are taking place in the world, these are all signs of the Heavenly Father visiting this world which He made through His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, and signs of the last days that we are clearly living in. And like it says in 2 Timothy 3:1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And when you look up the definition of perilous, it means full of danger or risk. It's only going to get more dangerous out here. There's going to be more power outages, more volcano eruptions, fires, storms, tempests, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes. It's just going to get way more chaotic and deadly and destructive and dangerous out here. And that's why brothers are constantly saying, those of us of the hopeful elect, we got to stay prayed up. Because, hey, the Lord, He ain't messing around, man. He is not messing around. These are the last days, and these are also the days of vengeance. And the Lord is going to continue to pour out His wrath upon this earth to punish these wicked people who have angered Him. That's why it's good to fear the Lord. Because when you fear the Lord, you're going to move in a more righteous manner. And when you move in a righteous manner, the Lord is going to be pleased with you, and He's going to keep you safe as He continues to bring judgments upon the earth. There's a lot of people out here who clearly don't fear the Lord, and you can see that by the things that they do. All their wicked actions prove that they're not afraid of the consequences. That's why we're not supposed to feel bad when they receive those consequences. And best believe these consequences are going to continue to happen. And they're just going to get worse and worse, and more people are going to get wounded and killed, and that's just the way it is. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. In closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakudash. The Wadi Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith, and shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.